back when we shared one phone and a lot of love. Well now, pull up a chair, won't you? The evening air's starting to cool, carrying that sweet, earthy scent of freshly tilled soil and the faint, distant hum of crickets tuning up for their nightly symphony. The sun's just about to kiss the horizon, painting the sky in hues of deep orange and soft purple. And if you listen real close, you can almost hear the screen door creak open in your mind, smell Mama's fresh-baked cornbread cooling on the counter, and feel the gentle flutter of fireflies beginning their dance across the fields. It's a feeling, isn't it? A feeling of coming home, of settling into a place where time slows down and the heart remembers what truly matters. If this kind of story, this echo of a simpler time, brings back something in your heart, something you thought you'd forgotten, a warmth that spreads through your chest like a sip of hot cocoa on a cold winter's night, a nostalgic ache for days gone by, for the innocence of youth, for the comforting embrace of tradition, for the enduring strength of community, for the unwavering love of family. Go ahead and subscribe to Porch Tales. Give it a like, won't you? And share it with someone who still remembers how it used to be, how the world felt when the biggest worry was whether the creek would be high enough for skipping rocks, or if Mama would let you have a second slice of pie before supper. A time when the days stretched out long and full of possibility, brimming with adventure and innocent joy. A time when the world felt boundless and full of wonder. A place where every moment held a quiet magic.
This old shirt? Oh, it's got stories to tell. But if the spirit of this America, honest work, tight-knit community, speaks to you, well, a fresh piece of it might be closer than you think. It's the truth we live by.
Promise of tomorrow, a whisper of eternity, a feeling that still resonates deep within me. I remember a time, not so long ago in the grand scheme of things, when our little valley had just one telephone, one single, black, rotary dial phone, perched on a small, scarred wooden table in the general store, right next to the candy barrel and the nail keg. It wasn't just a device for talking. It was a lifeline, a town crier, a gossip column, and a community bulletin board all rolled into one. A central nervous system for our scattered lives, a hub where all news, good or bad, eventually arrived, a silent witness to the unfolding drama of our days. You didn't just pick it up and dial a number, you picked it up and listened. Because on that party line, you could hear Mrs. Gable telling her sister about her prize-winning tomatoes, or Old Man Hemlock complaining about the price of feed, or the latest news from the county seat. A symphony of daily life, a constant hum of human connection, a living tapestry of shared existence, a testament to the fact that even when we were physically apart, we were always, in some profound way, together. And if you needed to make a call, you waited for a lull, for a quiet moment in the ongoing conversation, and then you'd politely ask, "Excuse me, is anyone on the line?" It was a lesson in patience, in respect, in the unspoken rules of community, a gentle reminder that we were all connected, all part of something larger than ourselves, all sharing the same limited resource, all dependent on each other's consideration, a true exercise in communal living. Old Man Tiber, bless his gruff but golden heart, was the proprietor of that general store. His hands, like Mr. Silas's, were strong and calloused, but his voice, unlike Silas's rumble, was a dry, raspy whisper, like leaves skittering across a dusty road in late autumn, a voice that carried the weight of countless stories, of endless observations, of a lifetime spent watching the world unfold from behind his worn wooden counter. He had eyes that missed nothing, twinkling with a knowing amusement, and a memory sharper than any ledger, remembering every order, every favor, every whispered secret, every shared joy, every quiet sorrow, a living archive of our town's history, a silent guardian of our collective memory. He was the unofficial switchboard operator, the keeper of the line, the gatekeeper of communication, the one who'd take down messages for folks who weren't around, scribbling them on little slips of paper he kept tucked behind his ear, a human answering machine, a trusted intermediary, a vital link in our chain of connection. Tell old Jetta's fence is down again. He'd mutter, his voice barely audible above the creak of the floorboards, or Martha at the diner needs another sack of flour. Pronto. He was the central hub, the quiet orchestrator of our daily lives, the man who kept the wheels of our small world turning, one message, one phone call, one whispered instruction at a time, a true unsung hero of our community, a silent pillar of support. That phone, in his care, wasn't just a piece of technology. It was an extension of his own deep connection to every soul in the valley, a testament to his unwavering commitment to our shared well-being, a symbol of the trust we all placed in him, a trust he never once betrayed, a bond forged in the quiet rhythm of shared existence. Martha, down at the daily grind, was another vital link in that communication chain. Her diner, as I've told you before, was the heart of our town, town, and the news that traveled through Old Man Tiber's phone often found its way to Martha's counter before it reached anyone else. She had a way of knowing things, not just from the phone, but from the way folks ordered their coffee, from the slump of their shoulders, from the quiet sighs that accompanied their first sip of morning brew, a deep intuition born of years of watching, of listening, of truly seeing the people who filled her booths and stools, a profound understanding of the human condition, a wisdom that transcended mere observation. She'd hear a message come through Tiber, then subtly, gently, relay it to the right person, always with a kind word or a comforting nod, never gossiping, just facilitating, just connecting, just caring, a true master of discreet communication, a silent guardian of our privacy, a trusted confidant, a gentle hand guiding the flow of information. "Heard your sister's baby arrived. Bless her heart," she'd say to Mrs. Henderson, slipping an extra biscuit onto her plate. A small gesture of shared joy, a silent celebration of new life, a quiet acknowledgement of the interconnectedness of our lives, a bond strengthened by shared happiness. Or, "Mr. Johnson, Tiber said your mare's looking poorly. Maybe you should head on over," her voice soft with concern, a gentle nudge, a quiet warning, a shared burden, a testament to the deep empathy that flowed through her veins. A true embodiment of compassion, a living example of what it means to truly care for your neighbors. That phone, though physically in the general store, truly lived in the collective consciousness of our town, its echoes reverberating through Martha's diner, through whispered conversations over coffee, through shared glances and knowing smiles. A constant reminder that we were all in this together, a true community, a true family, bound by threads of shared experience and mutual support. Us kids, we mostly saw the phone as a grown-up thing, a mysterious black box that held the secrets of the adult world. A tool for serious business, for urgent matters, for things that didn't involve skipping rocks down at the creek or fishing for sunnies in the old swimming hole. Our communication was simpler, more direct, shouts across fields, whistles carried on the wind, secret knocks on bedroom windows. The unspoken language of shared adventures and mischievous plans, a primal form of connection, a bond forged in shared experiences, in whispered secrets and daring escapades, in the boundless energy of youth. We'd spend our days exploring every inch of this valley, from the whispering pines on Miller's Ridge to the cool, shaded banks of Willow Creek, our bare feet knowing every root, every stone, every patch of soft moss, a profound connection to the land that ran deeper than words, a silent understanding of its rhythms, its secrets, its hidden wonders, a world waiting to be discovered. We'd build forts out of fallen branches, our imaginations turning them into castles or pirate ships, defending them against imaginary foes. Our laughter echoing through the trees, a symphony of childhood joy, a testament to the power of imagination. We'd spend hours down at the creek, our pockets filled with smooth, flat skipping stones, competing to see whose stone could dance across the water the most times. Each plink a small victory, each ripple a fleeting masterpiece, a simple pleasure that felt like the greatest treasure, a moment of pure, unadulterated happiness. And when summer storms rolled in, dark and dramatic, the sky turning an ominous bruised purple, the air thick with the scent of ozone and impending rain, we'd race home, our hearts pounding with a mix of fear and exhilaration. The distant rumble of thunder a primal drumbeat, the flashes of lightning illuminating the world in stark, fleeting moments, a raw, untamed beauty that filled us with awe and a healthy respect for nature's power. We'd gather on porches, watching the sheets of rain fall, listening to the drumming on the tin roofs, the world outside transformed into a shimmering, watery blur, and the quiet comfort of being safe inside, surrounded by family, felt like the greatest luxury, a profound sense of security that only a home filled with love can provide, a feeling that still warms me to this day, a memory of pure, unadulterated peace. Backyard barbecues were a ritual, a celebration of summer's bounty and the simple joy of togetherness. The smoke from the grill, thick with the scent of sizzling burgers and sweet corn, would drift across the valley, an open invitation to anyone who caught a whiff, a silent signal that good times were being had, that laughter and fellowship were on the menu. Folks would just show up, bringing a dish to share, a guitar to strum, a story to tell, their presence a gift, their company a blessing, a true testament to the spontaneous, open-hearted nature of our community, a spirit of generosity that flowed freely, without expectation, without reservation. The air would be filled with the easy hum of conversation, the clinking of glasses, the delighted squeals of children chasing fireflies, their tiny lights blinking like captured stars in the deepening twilight. A symphony of shared happiness, a melody of contentment that resonated deep within the soul. And the 4th of July, well, that was something else entirely. Our parade, as I mentioned before, wasn't about fancy floats or marching bands. It was about decorated tractors, their engines rumbling proudly, adorned with red, white, and blue streamers, a testament to our agricultural roots. Kids on bikes with streamers fluttering from their handlebars, their faces beaming with pride, their youthful exuberance infectious, and a volunteer fire truck polished to a shine, blaring its siren with joyous abandon. Its siren a triumphant roar that echoed through the streets, a sound that filled us with patriotic fervor and a sense of belonging, a feeling of being part of something bigger than ourselves, a part of this great nation, a part of a shared dream. Afterwards, everyone would gather at the town square for a potluck, tables groaning under the weight of homemade pies, potato salads, and fried chicken, a feast shared by all. A testament to the generosity of spirit that defined our community, a true potpourri of culinary delights, each dish made with love and shared with open hearts, a celebration of abundance and fellowship, a true communion. And as dusk settled, painting the sky in deep indigos and purples, a canvas of deepening twilight, the sky would explode with fireworks, painting fleeting masterpieces against the inky blackness. Each burst met with oohs and ahs from the crowd, a collective gasp of wonder that transcended age, a shared moment of awe that left us breathless, our faces upturned in silent admiration, our hearts filled with gratitude, our spirits soaring. A truly magical end to a perfect day. It felt like the whole world was holding its breath, just for us, just for that moment of shared wonder, a collective sigh of contentment that lingered long after the last spark faded. A memory etched deep in our hearts, a beacon of joy to carry through the year, a reminder of the simple beauty of togetherness, of the magic that happens when people come together, united in celebration, united in spirit. But life, even in our quiet valley, wasn't always a picnic. There were moments of heartbreak, moments that tested the very fabric of our community, moments when that single phone line carried news that brought tears to every eye and a collective ache to every heart. I remember the winter-old Mrs. Gable, the one with the prize-winning tomatoes, fell ill. The phone at the general store became a constant source of updates, a barometer of her fading strength. Each ring a collective holding a breath, each whispered message a shared prayer. We didn't have hospitals close by, not like today, and her passing, when it came, was announced not by a cold, impersonal call, but by old man Tiber himself, walking from farm to farm, his voice softer than I'd ever heard it, his eyes filled with a shared sorrow, a personal delivery of the news that touched every soul in the valley. The entire community mourned, not just for Mrs. Gable, but for the quiet wisdom she carried, for the warmth of her smile, for the way she made everyone feel seen and valued, a collective loss that bound us even tighter, a shared grief that deepened our understanding of what it meant to be a community, to be family. And the phone, that simple device, became a symbol of our shared vulnerability, our shared humanity, a reminder that even in sorrow, we were not alone, that we had each other, that we would always have each other, through thick and thin, through joy and sorrow, through life and death. I learned about growth, not just my own, but the growth of our community through these shared experiences. The phone, in its simplicity, forced us to be more connected, more patient, more present. You couldn't just text someone. You had to walk to the store or wait for a message to be relayed, or simply trust that the news would find its way to you, carried on the wind, whispered from porch to porch, a slower, more deliberate pace of life that fostered deeper relationships, a greater appreciation for human connection. It taught us the value of a face-to-face conversation, the warmth of a shared smile, the comfort of a hand on your shoulder, the profound impact of simply being there for one another, in person, in the flesh, truly present. It taught us to listen, not just to words, but to the silences between them, to the unspoken emotions that lay beneath the surface, to the subtle cues that revealed the true state of a person's heart, a deeper form of communication that transcended mere words. It taught us resilience, the ability to weather storms, both literal and metaphorical, knowing that we had a community to lean on, a network of support that would never let us fall, a safety net woven with compassion and empathy. It taught us faith, not just in a higher power, but in each other, in the inherent goodness of humanity, in the unwavering strength of the human spirit, in the power of collective action, in the quiet miracles that unfold every day if only we open our eyes to see them. And then there was the deep love that changed everything, the kind of love that settles into your bones and becomes a part of who you are, woven into the very fabric of your being, a love that feels as natural and essential as breathing, as vital as the air we breathe, as comforting as the warmth of the sun on your face, a love that makes everything else make sense, that gives meaning to every moment, that illuminates the path forward, a love that was in its own way shaped by that single phone line. Her name was Sarah, and she was from a town a few valleys over, a place just as quiet and connected as ours, with eyes that held the same quiet understanding I'd seen in Mr. Silas's and Martha's. A depth that spoke of shared values and a common understanding of the world. A kindred spirit who saw me for who I truly was, who understood the unspoken language of my heart, who shared my dreams and my fears, who walked beside me. Hand in hand, through all of life seasons, we met at a regional fair, drawn together by a shared laugh over a ridiculously oversized pumpkin, a moment of simple joy that sparked something profound, a connection that felt destined, as if the universe had conspired to bring us together, two souls finding their way home to each other, a perfect fit, a match made in the quiet heart of the countryside, under the vast, open sky, witnessed by the stars themselves. Our courtship wasn't filled with endless phone calls. It was filled with long letters, carried by the mailman, each word carefully chosen, each sentence imbued with longing and anticipation, a slower, more deliberate unfolding of affection that built a deeper foundation of understanding and appreciation. It was filled with Sunday drives, the dusty gravel roads leading us to each other, the anticipation building with every mile, the joy of finally seeing her face, of holding her hand, of sharing a quiet meal, a profound connection that didn't need constant digital validation, a love that grew in the spaces between, in the quiet moments of reflection, in the shared anticipation of the next meeting. And when we did use that phone, those calls were precious, often made from Old Man Tiber's store, with him discreetly turning his back, a silent acknowledgement of the intimacy of the moment, a shared secret, a brief, whispered connection that felt monumental, each word cherished, each laugh a treasure, each I love you echoing in the quiet space, a profound declaration that resonated deep within my soul, a testament to the power of scarcity, to the value of something hard-won. She understood the language of the land, the value of a handwritten letter, the comfort of a simple, home-cooked meal shared around a kitchen table, and the quiet beauty of a life lived with purpose, with intention, with heart, a life rooted in tradition and sustained by love, a life that felt authentic and true, a life worth living, a life that truly mattered, a life we built together, brick by brick, dream by dream, with patience and devotion. We built our life here, in this very house, the one my granddaddy built, its walls steeped in generations of memories, its floors worn smooth by countless footsteps, its very essence imbued with love, raising our own children who now run through these same fields, chasing their own fireflies, their laughter echoing the sounds of my own childhood. A sweet melody that fills the air with joy, a continuation of the story, a living legacy, a new chapter unfolding, full of promise and hope, a cycle of life and love, a testament to the enduring power of connection, even when it's just one phone shared among many. Watching them, I see echoes of my own childhood, the same wonder in their eyes, the same joy in simple pleasures. And I know that the lessons learned on dusty roads and in quiet diners, lessons of patience, of community, of deep, abiding love, are being passed down generation by generation, a legacy of love and resilience, a torch carried forward, lighting the way for those who come after, a timeless tradition that binds us all. Future, a story that continues to be written day by day, year by year, under this very sky. This porch, this rocking chair, this sunset, they're more than just a place and a time. They're a feeling, a memory, a promise. They're the quiet heartbeat of a life lived with intention, with love, and with a deep appreciation for the simple, profound beauty of it all. It's about knowing your neighbors, not just their names, but their stories, their struggles, their triumphs, their very souls, the intricate tapestry of their lives, woven together with threads of shared experience, of joy and sorrow, of laughter and tears, of hope and resilience, a true community, a true family, bound by something stronger than blood, bound by shared humanity. It's about understanding the land, its generosity and its demands, its cycles of life and death, its silent wisdom, and finding joy in the small moments. The first bloom of a spring flower, its delicate petals unfurling, a promise of new beginnings, the taste of a fresh-picked tomato, still warm from the sun, bursting with flavor, a taste of summer, the warmth of a fire on a cold winter night, its embers glowing, a beacon of comfort and warmth, a gathering place for family, a sanctuary from the cold, a place to simply be, to simply exist, to simply breathe. It's about the kind of wisdom that isn't taught in books, but is whispered on the wind, carried in the scent of rain, and etched into the lines on a farmer's face. A wisdom passed down through generations, a living tradition, a legacy of quiet strength and unwavering faith, a deep understanding of what truly matters, of the enduring values that stand the test of time, that nourish the soul, that truly make life worth living, that give it meaning. It's about the enduring spirit of a place where everyone knows your name, where a helping hand is always extended, where community is not just a word, but a way of life, a collective embrace, and where, no matter how far you roam, you can always find your way back home, to the comfort of familiar faces and the embrace of a community that feels like family, a warm, welcoming hug that tells you belong, that you are loved, that you are home, truly home, in every sense of the word, in your heart and in your soul, forever and always. And as the last sliver of sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery oranges and deep purples, a masterpiece of nature, a final flourish of the day, and the stars begin to prick through the deepening blue, one by one, like tiny diamonds scattered across a velvet cloth, a silent, glittering expanse. I hope this story has brought a little bit of that feeling back to you. A reminder of what truly matters, of the roots that hold us steady, and the quiet strength that comes from a life lived close to the earth and close to the heart. A life filled with purpose and love, a life well lived, a life worth remembering, a life that echoes through the generations, a legacy that continues to inspire. If these memories, these feelings resonate with you, if they stir something deep inside, a longing for simpler times, or a renewed appreciation for the enduring values of family and community, then please consider subscribing to Porch Tales. Give this video a like and share it with someone who understands the quiet magic of a summer evening. Someone who knows that the best stories are often found right here on the front porch, under a sky full of stars, waiting to be told and retold, generation after generation. A timeless tale of home and heart. A legacy of love that continues to grow year after year, like the crops in Mr. Silas's fields. Always reaching for the sun, always reaching for the light. Thank you for listening. It means the world. And if you truly felt that connection, that whisper of home in your soul, that gentle tug on your heartstrings, please do me a kindness and hit that like button. Share this story with a friend, a family member, or anyone who needs to be reminded of the beauty of genuine connection and the enduring power of love. And most importantly, subscribe to Porch Tales. It helps more than you know, and it means we can keep these stories alive, keep this porch light burning for all who seek a little warmth and wisdom, for all who long for a place where the simple things are the most profound. Right here as the sun sets on another day, and the stars begin to shine, guiding us home, always home. The phone, that single shared lifeline, eventually gave way to progress. First came the party lines with more families, then individual lines, then the crackle of dial-up internet, and now, these little glowing rectangles we carry in our pockets, connecting us to the whole wide world, instantly, constantly. And while I wouldn't trade the convenience, the sheer speed of it all for anything, there's a part of me that misses the quiet anticipation, the shared understanding, the forced patience that came with having just one phone. I miss the way news traveled, not through a silent, impersonal screen, but through the warmth of a human voice, carried by the wind, or delivered by old man Tiber himself. His presence a comfort, his words a bond. I miss the way a phone call was an event, a moment to be savored, not just another notification lost in the endless stream. We gained speed, but perhaps we lost a little bit of that deep communal rhythm, that unspoken agreement to slow down, to truly connect, to truly listen. But even with all the changes, the essence of this place, the heart of this community, remains. The gravel roads still kick up dust on a hot summer day, though fewer children run barefoot on them now. The screen doors still creak, though perhaps not as often as they used to, and the scent of fresh cornbread still occasionally wafts from a neighbor's kitchen, a comforting reminder of traditions that endure. The fireflies still flicker, a silent, magical dance against the deepening twilight, and the stars, oh, the stars are still as vast and humbling as they ever were. power, reminding us of something far greater than ourselves, something eternal. The spirit of Martha lives on in the kindness of strangers, in the shared smiles over a cup of coffee, in the quiet acts of generosity that still bind us together. The wisdom of Mr. Silas echoes in the enduring strength of the land, in the resilience of those who work it, in the lessons learned from the cycles of nature. Lessons that are passed down, not just through words, but through the very act of living, of tending, of caring. And the love, the deep, abiding love that grew between Sarah and me, a love that was nurtured in a time of shared resources and quiet moments, continues to grow, to deepen, to expand, encompassing our children, our grandchildren, and the generations yet to come. A testament to the enduring power of human connection, a love that transcends time and technology, a love that is, in its purest form, a reflection of this very place, this very porch, this very moment. It's a different world now, no doubt about it, but the values, the lessons, the heart of it all, they remain. The importance of family, the strength of community, the quiet wisdom that comes from living close to the earth and close to each other. These are timeless truths etched into the very soul of this land, woven into the fabric of our lives. And as I sit here, rocking slowly, watching the last embers of the sunset fade, I feel a profound sense of gratitude for having lived through those times, for having learned those lessons, for having been a part of something so real, so deeply human. It wasn't always easy, but it was always rich, always full of heart, always filled with a love that didn't need 1,000 channels to connect, just one shared line and a willingness to listen. And that, I suppose, is the true legacy of that single phone line and of this place. It taught us that connection isn't about how many people you can reach or how fast you can reach them. It's about the depth of the connection, the quality of the listening, the willingness to be truly present for one another. It's about the quiet understanding that binds us, the shared laughter that lightens our burdens, the collective tears that heal our wounds. It's about knowing that no matter what changes the world brings, the heart of a good community built on love and shared values will always endure. It will always be here, waiting, like the scent of honeysuckle on a summer night, like the creak of a familiar screen door, like the quiet promise of home. It's a promise whispered on the wind, carried in the rustle of the corn, sung by the crickets, and echoed in the laughter of children playing in the twilight. It's the enduring truth that some things, the most important things, never truly change. They simply deepen, like the roots of an old oak, holding fast against the storms of time, growing stronger with each passing year, providing shade and comfort for generations to come. And as I look out now, past the field shimmering under the rising moon, I see the faint glow of lights in the distance, the new houses, the paved roads, the signs of progress that have slowly, inevitably crept into our valley. The world outside has changed, and our little corner of it has changed with it. But the heart of it, the essence, remains. The spirit of community, the quiet strength of the land, the deep, abiding love that ties us all together. These are the threads that weave through every generation, connecting us to the past, grounding us in the present, and guiding us toward the future. The old general store is now a small antique shop, still run by a Tiber, Old Man Tiber's great-granddaughter, who still knows everyone's name, though perhaps not their coffee order. Martha's Diner has been renovated, but the coffee still tastes the same, and the warmth of the welcome is just as strong. The creek still flows, and sometimes on a quiet afternoon, you can still find a child skipping rocks, just like we used to. The horses still graze in the pastures, the tractors still hum across the fields, and the summer storms still roll in, dramatic and beautiful, reminding us of nature's power and grace. And every 4th of July, the fireworks still light up the sky, a testament to the enduring joy of shared celebration, a beacon of hope and unity. Just last week, my own grandson, little Thomas, came running in, his face flushed with excitement, clutching a smooth, perfectly flat skipping stone he'd found down by the creek. "Grandpa," he exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder, "look what I found. Can you teach me how to make it skip across the water like you used to?" And in that moment, as I took the stone from his small hand, feeling the cool, smooth surface, I realized that the stories, the traditions, the very heart of this place, they aren't just memories. They are living, breathing things passed down from one generation to the next, like a cherished family heirloom, polished and cared for, gaining more value with each passing year. It's in the way Sarah still bakes cornbread every Sunday, the aroma filling the house, a comforting anchor in a fast-changing world. It's in the way our neighbors still bring over a casserole when someone's sick, or help out with the barn raising, or simply sit on their porch and wave as you drive by, a silent acknowledgement of shared humanity. It's in the quiet moments of grace, the unspoken understanding, the deep, unwavering sense of belonging that permeates every corner of this valley. We might have 1,000 phones in our pockets now, connecting us to the world, but the most important connections, the ones that truly nourish the soul, are still made right here in the quiet of a summer evening, on a front porch, under a sky full of stars, sharing stories that remind us of who we are and where we come from. These stories are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives, stronger than any fiber optic cable, more enduring than any digital signal. They are the echoes of laughter, the whispers of wisdom, the silent strength of love, passed down through generations, a legacy of heart and home. So, as the last light fades and the stars truly begin to pepper the vast, inky canvas above us, a blanket of diamonds stretching from horizon to horizon, remember these stories. Remember the quiet strength of the land, the unwavering spirit of its people, and the profound beauty found in the simple act of sharing a life, a moment, a memory. If these words have touched your heart, if they've brought a smile to your face or a tear to your eye, if they've reminded you of a truth you hold dear, then please consider subscribing to Porch Tales. Give this video a like and share it with someone who understands the quiet magic of a summer evening. Someone who knows that the best stories are often found right here on the front porch, under a sky full of stars, waiting to be told and retold generation after generation. A timeless tale of home and heat. Timeless tale of home and heart. A legacy of love that continues to grow year after year, like the crops in Mr. Silas's fields, always reaching for the sun, always reaching for the light. Thank you for listening. It means the world. And if you truly felt that connection, that whisper of home in your soul, that gentle tug on your heartstrings, please do me a kindness and hit that like button. Share this story with a friend, a family member, or anyone who needs to be reminded of the beauty of genuine connection and the enduring power of love. And most importantly, subscribe to Porch Tales. It helps more than you know, and it means we can keep these stories alive. Keep this porch light burning for all who seek a little warmth and wisdom, for all who long for a place where the simple things are the most profound. Right here, as the sun sets on another day and the stars begin to shine, guiding us home, always to the heart, forever and ever. Amen.